All right, we're going to give this one a shot now because I don't know why this isn't working. Hey, sick. Apparently, if I just do it on my phone, it works, which kind of bums me out. I think it would sound way better if we did it on the... Thanks, Matt. I think it would sound better if we did it on this microphone. Yeah, dude, we're on the phone, so the phone, like, works way better. Whatever, we'll burn the whole phone battery up, and then I'll have to delete the third live stream in a row because it didn't work. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the catastrophe that is me trying to make YouTube videos. Orientation JP, it's gonna be vertical. You're gonna have to deal with it. Jacques, why did you say dude with 1, 2, 3, 4 ... dots after it? You have to tell me. Let me know what the sitch is, dude. Let me pull up my doohickey right here. Get the live stream. Sweet. Well, sweet. Golf Foxtrot. Giles says, what's the reason for the brilliant idea for an adventure? I'm not really sure what the brilliant idea for an adventure is, but we're going to talk about that in a second when a few more people come in. Mr. Huggy says, I need more power so my phone won't end. So are dials. Giles. Did I get it right? This sounds way better, right? It's like, boom, I have this nice microphone I record all my voiceovers with. Sounds amazing, but apparently that doesn't work at all. Okay. I'm so sad you missed me in Iceland. I wish I could have been there, but I did not have the opportunity to go to Iceland this year, perhaps next year. And I'd really like to do that. Sharky in the Sky says, is the stream going through the phone rather than Wi-Fi? Yes. Okay. Is Speed 3 option after 50 hours on BGD Magic? Why do you want wing after 50 hours on a BGD Magic? It's a pretty sweet all-around wing. Okay. Well, one new item of fun stuff that I was trying to talk about. I received a box. Look at the box. And I received the box because somebody DM'd me on Instagram and they were like, hey, do you want to make a post about our thing? And I'm like, sure, what's your thing? And they're like, we make phone cases. And then they sent me a link to their phone cases. And I was like, oh, sick phone cases, just hit me up. And they sent me a bunch of phone cases. So I'm probably going to drop my phone out of a paramotor, and that'll be funny. But I haven't opened the box yet. So let's open the box and see what they gave me. Here we go. Ready? Got a hat. Sweet. Now we got a handful of stickers. Sick. Like, I've never received anything for free before, so this is like a giant moment for me as a YouTuber, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that somebody sent me something. And here's like this phone case, and here's like another phone case. Wow. And here's a charger block for my phone. And here's the charger. Dude, I don't even have a charging cable. I've been like trying to bum a bunch of other people's charging cable. Now I got my own. And like, here's a bag. Sick. So, I guess that means I'm a real YouTuber now. But I just was excited about this one Where is it? I think it's just on camera. I guess I'm technically doing that. Look at that. That's sick. Anyway, I jokingly responded to their request for like sponsored content and was like, I'll drop your phone case out of my Paramotor. And they said, okay, do it. So guess I'll do that. All right. Well, now everyone's here. We have all of our viewers. This is very exciting. We're 5 minutes into the thing. I have 2 things I want to talk about, maybe 3. Number 1 is I'm in New Jersey, and it's been really cool to see all of my friends from the East Coast, and I missed everyone, and that is something that's really special. Keep your friends close because you tend to miss them when you go 1,000 miles away, 3,000 miles away. So that's been rad. I'm working on a video from there, which should be pretty fun. It's going to be one of those long form voiceover. I'm going to drop it in grass, dude. It's not going to break. It'll be fine. I could drop my phone in grass without a case and it'd be fine. But it was pretty sweet to see everyone at Jersey Shore, and I'm excited for the video. I kind of got in this rut of filmmaking where I don't know if I was like trying to create these like clickbait videos or chase trends or what, but the videos that make me happy are when it's like I document this whole experience. I just carry a camera. I just take the GoPro and just walk around with it and like just film stuff and then put it together and talk about it. That's pretty sweet. So it's going to be one of those. Okay, so there's that. Number 2, I'm going to Burning Man. And that means I'm going to be off grid, just freaking out there, boys, for like 2 weeks coming up on the 24th. So you're probably not going to hear a lot of much from me. I'm going to bring the Starlink, but I'm going to Burning Man for myself, so I don't want to be online the whole time. So like I might set it up a couple times so that the camp can have Wi-Fi, be the camp hero, be like, guys, let's connect to the outside world. But exciting things going on there. One of my community service things I'm doing is flying tandems. So we're doing foot launch tandems, and there's going to be me walking around Burning Man asking people if they want to go flying with me, which I want to make like a sign and bring a sign, and then it's just going to be taking strangers at Burning Man flying, and that's going to be rad. I'm also just going to fly around Burning Man by myself. So a lot of that kind of content. Does anyone have interest in just a like Burning Man experience? Not necessarily paramotor related, because I'll do that too. But for a large majority of it, I just want to go check out for a little bit and detach from the internet world and just go live in Fantasyland for a little bit. And that's exciting. The other thing, the title of this video. Now let's get to that. It's 8 minutes deep. Scout Adventure Wingman. I'm kind of not feeling like this is happening. It feels a little bit surreal still. Even Burning Man feels a little bit surreal. But let me know if Trevor's in the chat. Myself and Trevor Steele are going to be flying the Scout Adventure Wingman Challenge, which is held in the U.S. this year in October. And it's a 1,200-mile unsupported cross-country from Lake Tahoe in California, which is like northeastern, like central northeastern California, down to, Trevor is here. What's up, dude? He's doing this with me. We're going to go down to Las Vegas, fly through Death Valley, and then we're going to go across, like, what's in between there? Like Arizona over to Moab. It's some of the gnarliest terrain in the country. We're doing it completely unsupported. It's going to be insane. And I'm excited for that. So the reason I want to talk about this is the whole premise of the challenge is not a race. It is you lose if you get there first. The premise is you went on the craziest paramotor cross-country thing that you could dream of in the allotted time. And I kind of want some suggestions from you guys. Like, now that you know it's from Tahoe Tahoe to Las Vegas to Moab, where should we stop? What should we do? What should we get into? Should we try camping on top of some mesas? Should we just stay at airports? Should we try to like make one trope that we do throughout the thing, like try to eat as many dinners with random people as possible? Yeah, fly camping everywhere. Yeah, absolutely, dude. But that's coming up. It's going to be absolutely insane. I think the format for content coming out of that is going to be live bunny ranch stop. What the heck does that mean, Jacques? I think the format for that is going to be like short form videos every day about what we're doing. It's just going to be like, hey, today's like day 3 of the Adventure Wingman series. We fly 1,200 miles unsupported across the desert, and we landed on this thingy. And there's going to be that, and then there's going to be probably 5 or 6 like vlogs, short form, like not like YouTube videos, like 10-15 minute things, and then I want to make a movie, like full on most ambitious thing to date I've done about that, and it's going to be epic. So you're going to see a lot of me flying very far in the desert with Trevor coming up very soon. And yes, buddy, I should certainly call you this week so we can talk details. Chris Byler says the Moonlight Bunny Ranch is a legal licensed brothel in Mount House, Nevada, United States, 6 miles east of Carson City. Wow, you know exactly where that is, bud. I mean, that's freaking hilarious. That would be so funny. Reverse tantalums. Google facts right there. Sweet. Yeah, so I mean there you go. There's a stop. There'd be like something stupid hilarious. Are you gonna have flying music playlist for long flying legs? Yeah, I'm probably gonna put like podcasts on or something, because I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of cool flying, but there's also gonna be a lot of just sitting there. I am going to run fuel bladders, so we're going to use 5 liters. I'm going to try to carry the maximum legal amount of gas. I think Trevor's flying a limitless frame. I think they have a big tank for that now, so he's going to be carrying like 12 or not 12 liters, 18 liters of gas, whatever the legal limit is. We're going to try to stack up. It's going to be really hard to fly because at altitude we're going to be super loaded down and just running our butts off. We are flying Hadron 3s. I'm very excited. It's going to be a dudek bro show out there, I think. But it's exciting. They used to have a reality TV show. Apparently people want to see the Bunny Ranch. I'm going to Google this. Hold on. Bunny Ranch. Moonlight Bunny Ranch. I mean, it looks exactly like what I expected. As you can see by the pink glow on my face from Google Images, there's a lot of pink going on. Yeah. For all the people who just tuned in, we're talking about a legal brothel. Is it H3 or Hadron 3? So Sharky, we're going to be flying the Hadron whatever the new cross-country missile is from Dudek. That's going to be the Duker that we fly, because I asked around and that was the fastest, most efficient, most good in turbulence glider I could find for an emission like this. So I was like, seems like the glider for the job. I would have taken the Viper, but the Viper's just going to be... It lets you know you're in turbulence really well. Sorry, I'll see myself out now. Tandems for tatas. Oh my gosh. This is getting out of hand. Z, what's the best way to straighten out a paramotor cage or hoop? Get a workbench that's made out of plywood and get U-bolts and some 2x4s, and you can drill holes in the bench and put the U-bolts through it, put some 2x4s on like either side of the bend and pull down on them with wrenches by like, and you can, you know, straighten it out. I've seen that work for frames. A lot of people say you can bend the hoop back straight over a propane tank, like for a barbecue. I'd probably do it empty. Those are the two things I heard about. The other option is just don't crash. So I would consider that one before you try the first two options. Yeah, 40-inch gong, dude. Sorry, Z. I had to get you. But anyway, that's what's going on upcoming. And then after Burning Man, we're gonna have some videos from there. After the cross country, we're gonna have some videos from there. I'm probably gonna head down to Salton Sea and just edit a bunch there, like edit so much there. Still Sar says, what make you pick Dudek as your main wing swap from Ozone? Nothing. I like my Viper 5 a lot still. I also like the Drift Air 14 a lot. It's really effortless to fly. I think it's less demanding. Like, even though it's smaller, it's less demanding. It's just really straightforward to fly, and it makes me faster than everyone else. So I've just been enjoying that wing. It's the one I reach for more, and that's why I brought it here to the East Coast. I don't think it's like the ultimate wing for me. Like, it is not efficient. It burns a bunch of gas, relatively speaking. And it doesn't perform well at altitude. The launch is really tough. Even at like 3,000 feet, it's kind of lame. So I'm hoping that like a free ride too. I mean, it's not, but if you look at all the pictures on Alex and Marie Mateos's account, there's a wing that doesn't look like anything Ozone has out right now. If you look at pictures from Iceland, there's like pictures of prototype Ozone gliders. There's going to be a free ride too thing really soon. That's probably going to be pretty sweet. I'm probably going to end up with that if I had to guess, but I don't know. I'm open to anything. I'm getting a Gin Carve tomorrow from Chris Santa Croce. I like that wing a lot. I've flown it 3 separate times now. The first 2 times I was like, man. The third time I was like, this is sick. Something about that wing is really cool, the way it rolls and how compact and tight it turns. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm getting one and I'm going to play with it for a while. And then if I like it, I'm going to keep it. If I don't like it, I'm going to send it back to Chris. That's what's going on. I'm looking at some messages. I'm still laughing at tandems for Tatas. Trevor still says, yo, Judson, go on some fun flights and make some fun videos for us. I can do that, but I feel like Tucker does that better than me, and I don't know. Like, do you guys just want, do you guys just want to watch me fly around on the paramotor and talk about stuff? Because, I mean, I can do that. It's pretty straightforward, and it's fun. But I'm curious. JP, I am probably more than likely Judson's videos, Tucker's videos. Dude, I don't know. The new video is going to be very different. The way I approach making a video about losing Jeff is going to be very different. I think we've kind of diverged as two separate filmmakers at this point. Everyone, okay, do me a favor, guys. I know he's not watching this. Everyone go blow up Tucker and tell him to, like, hang out with me. Just because I'm in town. And I think he's got, like, a girl over there or something. Like, get him out here and fly. I am going to be taking the Factory R on the... Matt, I should make a video called how to make a Tucker guy video. That would be so fun. And at the end, just be like, all right, now we got to get through obligatory packing the wing, time lapse. We got to come up with some crazy catchphrases like Aunt Jemima's pancakes, something like that. Anyway, engines for the cross country. I'll be flying my brand new Scout with the factory R on it. I will more than likely keep the stock prop that came with it, the Vitarazi tuned Helix propeller. I'm not a huge fan of that propeller for freestyle flying because for some reason it's the laggiest, slowest responding propeller I think I've ever flown, even though it's on a factory R. It's like literally 2 seconds, like 1 and 2, and then it's going to get to full throttle. But it seems really efficient. It's very, very smooth, and it's a Helix, which means it's durable. So I'm not concerned about instant response on a cross country. I'm just concerned about efficiency and durability, and I think that that's going to tick both of those boxes really well. And Vitarazi wants me to run that, and I think it's for the warranty, yes, I think it'll be fine. I don't know anything about an Icarus in 2023. There probably is one. I just don't know much about it. I'm down to do it. This isn't really like a prep. This is a pretty, I wouldn't consider this like a training task. This is like a full-on, full send type of mission. It's going to be really challenging. So should be fun. Sharky in the sky, tell us the steps to doing a clean barrel roll. You ready? Here we go. Energy, all the energy, like full send. And then there's 3 things I think are important to get it like up vertical and to stop on a dime. Now, you may not like the way it looks when I like freaking stop it right on a dime. I think it looks pretty clean. Number 1, I've been catfishing Tucker on Tinder for months. Me too, dude. Number 1, when you come through the gate, when you're like gonna turn, do it on the left, or not on the left. Do it like the opposite side of the way you're gonna do your barrel roll. So if you're gonna do a left barrel roll, you're right. You want the wing tipped off to the left a little bit as you come through the gate, because when the wing's over here and you flick it the other way, you get like a lot more of that vertical up action. Okay, that's number 1. Come through the gate kind of crooked. Minyard wouldn't answer the question last night because his barrel rolls aren't as good as mine. I'm kidding. He's probably, bro, look, I mean, I could do it in the Minyard voice if you'd like. I could just be like, bro, first of all, Gene Carve. Anyway, number 2 is timing it later than you think. Don't just go out and like send it super late just because. But your goal is to use up as much energy as you possibly can getting over the top, but not all of it. And then, so I come into it through the bottom, kind of like pull both brakes for a second, then use the tip steer and a bunch of weight shift and inside brake and then outside brake to kind of like come over the top. And then the third and final thing, dude, my Minyard voice, it's straight from Louisiana. The third and final thing for the sick barrel roll is the thing you want to know is how to stop it. As soon as you get over the top, not before you get over the top, right after you get over the top. Wasabi! Right after you get over the top, go from full power all the way to idle, all right? We're going to completely dump the inside brake. So if we're doing a right barrel roll, we're just going to let go of the right brake. We're going to slam our weight over to the left, full weight shift, all the tip steer, and like some brake to slow it down, and then just stop that thing. Stop that, John. That's pretty much it. So full energy, come through the bottom, opposite the direction you want to turn, use up as much energy as possible going over the top, and then as soon as you make it over the top, dump the power, dump the inside brake, outside weight shifts, and you should probably make it over the top. As long as you're on like a spicy-ish wing. I wouldn't try to do that on like a spider. If you're going to do it on a spider, you're probably going to have to let it go into like another half turn anyway. The Dell thing is weird. I don't think we need to parody. Whoever is making the Dell like YouTube poop things. I don't even know what you'd call it, but like the cut up things of Dell out of context, that is gold. Who like keep doing that? It is it's so funny. My thing with Dell, my problem with Dell, or not even problem, is like Dell is a good teacher. And if you wade through, if you get on a stand-up board and you like surf over all of the loads of bullshit on his YouTube channel, there are a number of decent teacher. There are a number of cool videos of Dell with a chest GoPro on teaching, and I think there's some good nuggets in there. However, I'm going to shout you out, Trevor. I think Trevor is probably like the dude, if you want to learn that method from like super wild kiting people, those guys are like so good at kiting, it's not even funny. Hit up Trevor, go do like a kiting session with him. Even if you're like freaking good at kiting, go hang out with Trevor and he will teach you stuff. Like he taught me stuff straight up. But yeah, Dell's personality, not about it. Yeah, I'm not talking specifically on his training. I'm just talking about information presented on his YouTube channel and their method of teaching kiting. Anyway, that's my thing. The biggest thing you'll take away from Dell, the biggest thing I took away from Trevor to teach is weight shift. I did it before Trevor told me I was doing it, but yeah, Trevor or Keith yeah, Tucker single for like a year and a half. I mean, I don't really speak about his personal life, but he has been single like pretty publicly for like a year and a half. So yeah. The biggest thing you can take away, I think, from the, I guess, Shanzi style of training is weight shift while kiting. Like, you can kite without your hands. You don't need your brakes. Brakes are secondary. Learn how to move your hips. Learn how to move your body in such a way that you can manipulate the wing kind of on this axis, and it will make life amazing, and you're going to be like a super pro kiter. Honestly, if you just want to up your kiting game, if you want to train with the best, Trevor, hit up Trevor, because I'm not teaching anymore. I'm kidding. Trevor's better at teaching kiting than me. If you want to like get tuned up, Trevor. Jerry Jones says, love Tucker, really great for the sport. Same with Judson. Thank you. I don't know what happened to Jacqueline. I do, but I'm not going to tell you. All right, let's do a Q&A. We have 61 live listeners. I feel honored to welcome you into my parents' dining room. It's a swell place. I have some water. Sweet. Murphy says, when are you going to be back in Florida? The answer is probably in the winter. I don't really like have that much of a desire to go back to Florida besides to like hang out with a certain group of people, which I just saw in Pennsylvania, which I saw most of in Pennsylvania. So I don't know. Adrenaline wings. I am 21 is how old I am. Keith C says, are you ever going to come fly New Zealand? Looks amazing. Totally would come to fly in New Zealand, but I currently have no plans to fly in New Zealand. Can you guys come to Bama to fly or hit the motorcycle track? The world's largest motorcycle museum. Just because you said Bama, I kind of want to go now. Like, seems sick. Jock, you think Emmy can get me one of the super secret squirrel wings before the cross country? Because I'm down. I know some of the details. Oh my gosh. What is the chat turning into? Tucker gossip time. Oh, dude, yeah. Let's talk about the SIV again. Because I think I tried last time and it didn't work. First of all, bubbly woo woo, what are your pronouns? I don't even know how to answer that. Okay, SIV. Every single one of you who flies should go do an SIV. I don't care who you do it with. I highly, highly recommend Max Marion at Lake Berryessa. I've been to 2 SIVs now. I think Max's thing is super duper amazing and legit. You'll certainly have a good time there. So, I mean, I'd go there, but I can't tell you what to do. They're not paying me to say that. I just think it was sick. But when you go up and deflate your glider a bunch of times, when you go up and learn what stalls and spins feel like and how to recognize them on your own equipment, you are going to go back to your normal flying with this sense of confidence and trust in your glider that you never knew you had. I was talking to my buddy Dan last night. We were walking up a hill in Easton, Pennsylvania, and he was saying, like, I don't want to paraglide because I'm afraid it collapses. And I'm like, dude, you got to go do SIV, because once you realize that, like, a 40% deflation is just kind of like a whoopsie daisy, you'll fly in a bunch of stuff. I'm not saying that that would be great on something like the Drift Air, but if you're on a paragliding wing like my Explorer, dude, it's really not a big deal. The new Scout harness is rigid, is a great adjective for it. I prefer it overall, but 2 days ago, I flew an old Scout harness. I flew Scout Josh McGee's motor, and that one definitely feels a little bit more loose, and I kind of like that. One of my biggest complaints with the Scout is the weight shift is just, it's good, but it's dampened. And it's dampened because it's a cross-country motor, it's an adventure motor, it's designed to fly a straight line. But you want to, like, throw your weight around, it is stiffer than most frames. The Maverick I've been flying, thank you, Jamie, is looser. But the new Scout harness is sweet. The side pockets are giant. It has a seat extension that's like yay long, like one face, and it's super comfortable. It's one of the most comfortable paramotors I think you could fly, especially because everything's so low and tight and sweet. The shoulder harness strap situation on the new Scout harness is pretty tight. It's just like one strap, pull it, and it adjusts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, now we're talking about motors. Let's go. Bring up some wings too, because I'll chat about this all day. Matt says the new Scout harness is much better. It has a longer seat board and the shoulder. Yeah, the old Scout shoulder harness situation was meh. I'm pretty small, so the length of the old seat board wasn't a huge complaint. Jim, I've tried the limitless frame. I cannot get it adjusted correctly for me. I think it is a super sweet concept. It's definitely very durable. It's definitely extraordinarily adjustable. You can put all sorts of different motors on it and swap it around. I think I would choose a Maverick or my Scout over that, but like it's totally awesome. Like otherwise, I think they're like 95% done with like getting it dialed in, but like once it's dialed in, it's gonna be sweet. JP, honest opinion, why can't Scout get the seat board right? I don't know. Like I don't know. I think they're gonna get it right after my video, perhaps. I don't think that most people who fly Scout are flying it the way I'm flying it. And I think that's why it just hasn't been an issue, because most people are going and flying around Iceland with it and not ripping barrel rolls and stuff like that. So I don't know. And most people don't have as bony of a butt as me. Yeah, it's real. I know people who rip on scouts with the stock seat board, but they don't have a bony butt like me, and it doesn't break. But dude, plywood, 2-minute fix, no problem. Matt says, I think you should just do a visual rework on the skydiving video and publish it again. Record it. Yeah, I could do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll release it at some point. It's on Patreon. If you guys want to go watch that video and you haven't seen it, it's on Patreon. Super disappointing that I had to take that video down. I had to take it down because Joe Jennings wasn't the guy who actually filmed Tom Cruise in the movie. And then Tom Cruise's filming people came to me and were like, hey, man, that's not the right guy. Jerry Jones says, I like the wing talk, but I'm a newbie. I have a Mojo Power 2. Great choice. Hold on to that wing. Don't sell it. Just get a different wing, but don't sell your Mojo. Solo wings for big dudes. I'm 6'5", 310 before motor. Currently flying a Mag 2 Light. I'm not sure. I think Ozone released a like a big spider, like a 34, maybe. I think that could be a sweet option. Yeah. Jacques says, I asked Miro, he said 99% of pilots have never broken them. I think it's just my butt. Somebody asked about speed bar. I asked sick. Mark, take a piece of the, not spiky, I guess you'd call it the female Velcro, the soft Velcro, and wrap it around your speed bar. And then just Velcro the speed bar to the like Velcro that holds the little keeper clip. You'll see. Just put a piece of Velcro on the speed bar and you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. That's my thing for that. Ask Stevs. I picked up a Sirocco 3. I'm flying a 24 meter based on being on top of the free flight range at 95 kg, but obviously I'm using 90% motor for flying. Love it, but feels like my fuel burn is sort of abysmal. Haven't done so, like, how overweight are you on it? Because if you got it, like, the Sirocco 3 is not a free flight wing, like, at all. So you might just be, like, really heavy on it. I don't know. Figure it out. Do you prefer, what is a slink? James says, do you prefer the slinks on the swing arms for carabiner attachments? Can you use speed bar on a Mojo Power 2? Yes. Okay. The soft links on the Scout. Yeah, I like them because I trust fabric things a little bit more than bolts. I don't know why. I think I'm just weird. The soft link doohickey on the Scout is sweet. I like the way it kind of positions the carabiners at this like 45-degree angle and it splays out the riser in a nice way. The downside to them is if you want to move the hang point, they get really tight after flying for a little bit, and you got to get in there with like a screwdriver and pry them open, and it's not like a really straightforward thing like the Maverick is per se, or the not even the Limitless frame like is hang point neutral. I don't even know how they made that happen, but you don't have to change the hang point on that frame. It just works. But the soft links on the Scout are sweet, except when you have to change the hang point, then it's just a little bit annoying. But that's my thing on this. John Jemmy says, what do you think of BG wings? I'll give you some thoughts. I don't have a lot of time on BGD, but this is a hot take. It's a hot take. I just trained a class on a Maverick, or not on a Maverick, on BGD Magic, and I think that is a better A-wing than the Mojo. I said it, and I won't take it back. I think it's a sweet A-wing. It's like when you pull collapses, it just doesn't, like, I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't want to go. It inflates really, really well. It's a little bit more dynamic than the Mojo. I don't know if it's faster. I just found it a pleasure to work with. It was super easy. Sweet. The Luna 2 is an interesting. I don't like have much experience on other BGD stuff. The Luna 2 is sweet. I think it's an interesting wing because the lines are longer than most other wings, if that makes sense. Like it has a longer line set, so it almost behaves like an acro wing. And a lot of people fly them and don't know that. So, and it doesn't really like make a big difference. It just handles differently. But I think it's a very unique handling wing for what it is. Like it's a intermediate reflex wing, but it handles like an acro wing. Kind of cool. And by that, I mean it has the long lines, so it builds energy kind of more exponentially. It's like nothing, 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 and then goes, which is kind of fun. Get a FID, a sailing knot tool to loosen the soft links. Probably they make a tool for that. I haven't found the BGD Blizzard yet. BGD swings are awesome. You know what are awesome? Single skin gliders. Matt Wynyard swears about the ITV, especially the Baja for an A-wing. Do you think he's saying that because they are sponsored or true feelings? No comment. But I'm not super jazzed on ITV. That's just my personal opinion. I think that they make good quality wings. I just don't really dig them that much, so I don't speak on them. There's nothing wrong with them. I just not a jam. Bubbly Whoa Whoa says, I think you should fly to McDonald's for a Big Mac. I have, like 4 times. I know somebody who did, and then they went viral, and then like 20 other people tried to make the same video and go viral, and they didn't. So, whatever. Mark Frazier. What's awesome about single skins? You want to know something awesome about single skins that I didn't even realize but is like freaking genius? Take a single skin to the beach because you can't get sand in it because there's nowhere for the sand to get stuck in it. I think that's genius. Single skins are super sweet to kite. They're very easy. They're super forgiving. They're fun. They're like quirky. I don't think it's like the best all-around wing ever, but like, dude, when you're on the beach with a single skin, you never get sand in it. That's sick. I like the Nivic Cubic. It's all right. Like, there's better stuff in that segment. All right. Totally works. It's pretty fast. Kevin can fly. I'm in New Jersey right now. That's where I'm at. Oh, hey, Matt. I sold my Emily Piece 22 to a guy in Crestline. And I sold it because I free flew it, and it's way too big. And then I flew a 17 meter Emily Piece at SIV, Max Mirion's wing, and was like, I need that. So I sold my glider, and I'm looking to get a Emily Piece 2 17 meter. If anyone's just got one in their garage, I'll take it. Excellent. Sharky in the Sky. I've not tried the Warp 2. Somebody send me a Warp 2. I want to try the Warp 2. Please let me try the Warp 2. I'm really curious about that wing. I'm really curious about the Snake 3. I hear they're like really on the edge race wings based on my post on Facebook, but I don't know. Judson stash is greater than Tucker stash. See, here's what you do. Number 1, you go mullet, okay, right? And first of all, prerequisite. Let's talk about this. Own a pink dirt bike. I got that. So I own the pink dirt bike. Then get a mullet, okay? Then go like number 3 all around. Then keep this a little bit longer. Then go to Burning Man. That's the whole vibe, okay? Oh my gosh, we have 76 live viewers. That's so cool to me. Dude, what's the word on the free ride 2? Is it on your radar? Dude, it is. It's like long range pinging. I can't confirm anything about it. I really don't know any details. Jacques was with Emmy and the people at Ozone in Iceland. He saw it. I assume like it definitely exists. There's no question in our mind that it exists. But I don't know any details on it. I'm assuming it's going to be more efficient, faster, turn better. Like it's just going to be better. I don't know. So there's that. Jim, I don't know when I'm coming back to Lake Wales. It's like really far away. But yeah, free ride 2 probably could be my next wing. I don't know. Hey, does anyone want to buy my Viper 5? Because it's for sale. $3,400. Special deal for you, my brother. I was in Lake Wales 2 weeks ago. I bet you were. Why yelling? Wait, so are you doing Team Fly Halo trip? Also, are you coming? Yes, the Team Fly Halo trip Adventure Wingman series thing. I think it's the same, but I'm doing it. And I will come to Colorado anytime. It's so great there. And Z, yes, you can fly at Burning Man. Not only can you fly at Burning Man, you could fly a plane there. There's an airport at Burning Man, and we're going to fly paramotors there solo, and we're also going to fly tandems there. So yeah, you can totally fly at Burning Man. Kevin can fly. What size Viper did you fly? I have a 16. Keats C. Do you have a cheap old trainer wing? Dude, don't sell yourself short. You want a trainer wing? Get yourself either a BGD Magic, BGD Seed, or a Ozone Roadrunner. Those are like 2 wings designed for kiting. I swear if you get like one of those garbaged up trash wings from 10 years ago, you're not going to have a good time. Get like a Magic, a Seed or a Roadrunner, and learn how to kite on that, and you'll be fine. That's my best advice. Skyler Mike, can't wait to fly with you too. Don't know where and when I'm going to fly with you. Yeah, exactly. Don't buy Mike's Mojo 4. Or do, but the thing kites like shit. Sorry, dude. Yeah, you just end up like frustrated. Sorry, bro. Drift Air or free ride? I don't know. Okay, currently, old free ride versus Drift Air, probably Drift Air. Newer design, pretty sweet handling, pretty comparable. Efficiency, maybe the free ride's a little bit more efficient, but the Drift Air is just like a freaking dialed all around wing. I think I'd take that over the current free ride, but the new free ride's probably going to be better, so I don't know. My parents' dog dropped its bone on my toe, and my whole foot is bruised, and it hurts. Kind of hurts. Oh, yeah, or a single skin trainer would be sweet for kiting. All right, I'll come through Grand Junction, Colorado. Seems sweet. Off the wall photography. All right. Now we're going all like paramotor support. Off the wall photography. We're taking this to 1 hour, boys. We should be fine. Off the wall photography says, off topic but relevant. I've completed my first flight but dragged the cage and broke a prop on my second. Struggling to get in the seat. Any advice? Did you drag the cage and break the prop while you were struggling to get in the seat or during launch? Because realistically, you did those things on launch because you didn't have enough airspeed to take off. So if you drag the prop and broke the if you drag the cage and broke the prop, get it taking off, you probably weren't running fast enough. You probably like tried to jump in the seat because you felt the sensation of lift, which didn't mean you actually had enough speed to take off, and you jumped and you were in the seat and you went, yeah. Losing my flying mode. Dude, here's the thing. Just inflate, release, control, posture, power, pressure is what we always taught at Aviator. So get the wing up, get it inflated, and get it like stable and controlled. And then only then do you transition and make the decision to go flying. And then when you cross that line, it's going to be posture, which is lean back, hips forward, chin up, like chest out. Power, so like full power, sending it, running as fast as possible, and a little bit of brake pressure. Not a lot of brake pressure, a little bit of brake pressure. After you've achieved posture and power, like control the wing the whole time, but then a little bit more to take off. And then the third thing is just like run into the sky. Like just be running like 30 feet in the air and be like, okay, I'm definitely off the ground now. If you get lazy and jump in the seat, you're going to break gear. As simple as that. What else do we got going on? Yeah, keep running in the air. I don't know if any prop manufacturer is trying to redesign them. Props work fine. The coolest thing I've seen recently is the new Scout. The Scout variable pitched propeller. That was kind of like passive, so you didn't have to adjust it, and it kind of worked on its own. I think that's sweet because it will adjust to give you maximum thrust on takeoff, and then it will kind of like chill out and give you a more cruise-oriented thing on cruise. I think that's pretty sweet. That's pretty exciting in prop land. Okay. The other adventures in the works Kevin can fly are Burning Man, and also Sky Adventure Wingman, and also Salton Sea. Is anyone excited about Salton Sea yet? Because I'm excited for Salton Sea next year. So bad. I haven't tried Miro's AirPod thing. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Peter Stone. 2-blade or 3-blade prop for Moster, 130 or 140. Oh, dude, if you can rock a 140, rock the biggest prop you can all day. Because it's just more efficient and more thrust. It's better overall. 3 blades are smooth and they're sweet. You can also run a 2-blade. They're fine. They all make thrust. The bigger consideration is how big of a prop you can get. Oh, sick. Yeah, everyone's excited for Salton Sea. Yes. We're going to do something super exciting there. I'm just promising that. I don't know what it is, but the new Scout prop is coming. That's exciting. Guys, we got to do something like big. We got to have some kind of excitement going on, like some kind of celebration. We should like blow something up. I don't know. Fly down the flight line naked, but like 30 people. Like we should do that. I'll go to Glamis, but like a bunch of people got hurt at Glamis last year, so that was kind of a downer. Yeah, I don't know what the situation's going to be at Salton Sea, honestly. I think there should be dirt bikes. I think there should be lots of paramotor shenaniganry. And lots of people having a great time and enjoying life in the moment presently. Dude, here's the thing. Front Mount Reserve is going to cover all of that. I don't know if we should have a wing burning party. I think we should have I think you should mail them to Paracyclage and they'll make them into jackets. But I don't know if fires are allowed there. If fires are allowed there, like everyone should just bring wood and we should just freaking burn like a giant thing. And it'd be sick. I mean, fires are allowed there. We had fires the whole time. We should just like, everyone should just bring wood and just put it in the middle. That'd be sweet. Justin Rice. I went to Saboba once and scratched for like an hour. I'd like to go back and fly because it was sweet. Used paramotors are worth it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kevin. Like if like every person brought just a little bit of wood, then we could have a bunch of it. Little E dude, what's the best gear for me to get? Bro, do I have the setup for you? You should get a paramotor and a glider. It's pretty sweet. I don't know, dude. I don't know what your skill level is. I don't know how much you weigh. I don't know if you have training. I don't know what the best gear is. Because it's all different. It's not better or worse. So, like, show of hands, who in the chat is going confirmed to Salt Sea? I'll be there. Best advice. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I have no information, so I can't speak on that. So we got Matt Cohen. We got Kevin Can Fly. We got Mike Copay J. Oh, dude. We already got a party. Justin Rice. Somebody should be responsible for creating like a sick epic one wheel track with whoops and moguls and, you know, like more than just an oval, because those sick one wheel track was sick, and somebody should get that going. What else can be done at Salt Sea? What if there was like a bunch of people who got together and did like formations? That'd be fun. Jerry Jones, you don't need any experience to attend a fly-in. You could go without even owning a paramotor or knowing how to fly it. It's just a really cool time because a bunch of people who enjoy flying get together and kind of, for the most part, put aside their differences that they uphold on Facebook and hang out and just have a good time. And you get to see a bunch of paramotors, get to have a great big party. It's fun. Oh yeah, and Salton Sea is like super easy to fly at. Oh dude, if there was a pylon race there, it'd be sick, but it would be a shit show because some dude would take off and then everyone would just be mobbing. I mean, you can. Oh yeah, you get to meet Dell. It's well worth it. Definitely one wheel. Okay. I wonder what the consideration of a formation would be. It'd be pretty sweet. It would have to be a formation where like the tallest stack or something, just like 30 paramotors. Drink coffee and get high with Judson. I get really quiet when I get down. So you probably don't want to do that. While doing frontals on the flight line was silly and fun to watch. Yeah, it was, but it was also annoying on like the third day. It's like, sick, dude, like you're collapsing a wing. Sick. Fly Rider or Parajet Maverick? Depends on what you want, but the Rider lets you have a sweet trike thingy-majig that you can do tandems on. Would you do down to flock maneuvers, like have a tunnel of people to fly through at high speed? I mean, like, yeah, pretty sweet. I don't know. Does somebody have a taco truck? Like, does somebody run a taco truck? Because if you did, you should bring it. That'd be sweet. Kevin can fly. I haven't flown with Tucker since I've been back. Number one, because I don't have a paramotor. Number two, because I'll give Dan a hug for you, don't worry. Number two, because I haven't seen him, because presumably he's with a girl. I haven't heard from him. I saw Dan last night, though. Dan and I hung out. We went and got burgers at the College Hill Tavern in Easton, and it was pretty sweet. And then we sat and talked about aliens, is what we did. All right, we're 60 minutes into this live stream. We are straight up, full on, in overtime now, boys. So drop your comments in the comment section. Anything you'd like me to talk about or hear before I go, because you have now 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm drinking water because I've been talking a bunch. That's coffee way too late in the day. Great info in this one. Thanks, man. Okay, CoPayJ, you paid for an hour and a half. Did you join the Patreon? Subscribe, $20. If you do that, like literally, if I go see you, join the Patreon right now, CoPayJ, for like however much. But if I see you join the Patreon, we'll keep going for another half an hour. You have my word. Bubbly whoa whoa, I probably, dude. Aliens are probably here all over. You probably don't even know about them. Hot Cocoa, do I miss New Jersey? I miss the East Coast for this month. August. It's just so nice. It's so nice here. Like, it's just 72 degrees, and beautiful. That's how I feel. I was the guy doing the late timed wingovers at Salton Sea. They were power loops by certain individuals. I will not claim that they power loops because I don't think that they were. I know for a fact that they weren't directly over the top. However, I was the guy doing the so-called power loops. Sharky says, how many LZs do you have in New Jersey? Literally none. One. There's one park that I can fly over. Oh, like a wing over that ended in a loop, dude? I don't know. Friggin' everyone's cranking and banking out there. The most impressive guys to me at Salton Sea were Ryan Glokwa and whoever the one dude was on the 12 meter, just because I've never seen a wing. Yeah, Kolikos. The Greek dude, holy shit. Whatever he was on like a 12 meter. That was insane. I mean, he was like flying in the flight line and stuff, but never seen something fly like that. It was absurd. But boys, tomorrow, Matt Cohen says, who is doing the Infinites at Salton? Guess who's going to be doing Infinites at Salton? Your boy next year. That's what's happening next year. Infinites. There's probably going to be dueling Infinites. I think Acro Suite, there's like this whole new scene coming on. I'm going to assume Glokwa is going to be doing Infinites. Braden, Butler, Glider Freak's going to be doing Infinites. We're going to be going Misty Flips. There's going to be some sweet acro happening at Salton Sea. And I implore you to start learning acro, high acro, and not the down low stuff, because honestly, I'm so sick of that, and everyone gets hurt when they do that. But you don't really usually get hurt when you do acro up high. But yeah, I will guarantee you one thing on this live stream. I'll be doing Infinites at Salton Sea. It was so bad at Salton Sea, dude. Everyone was just ripping tip drags and stuff. Oh, man. Don't do tip drags. We're 64 minutes into this. I have to talk about one more thing that I think is really cool. I am a 4+ year pilot at this point. I had my first flight in June of 2018. This year is the first year that I have not noticed that I haven't been pushing harder. with motor flying. I've actually gone back. And the way I can metric this is because I've been to Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, where the aviator class is now 3 years in a row. And there was a palpable increase in my skill set and in like the maneuvers I was doing between the first year and the second. Like first year I was flying around, the second year I was like doing chip drags everywhere and like low barrels and all this stuff. Third year I get there, I'm not doing wingtip drags. I'm not doing as many, not like a lot of low barrel rolls, and just noticing that I had as myself chilled out, become more conservative as a pilot. And I think that was a cool thing to metric. So I thought that was cool. I'm maturing. There is always tomorrow, and there is always SIV to send it big at. They were full loops at times. Boys, I mean, if you're saying it was a loop, then fuck, maybe I did it. I don't know. It certainly, like I certainly was turning a little bit. Sharky, I have zero idea how many flights I've done. Like, I don't know. Because I would go do like 50, 60 touch and goes in a day at Aviator when it was windy. Yeah, we should get a big like mob going to the canyons at Salton Sea, and like a bunch of people should come through. But yeah, I'm really enjoying being able to metric my progression. I want to be an example. Hi, Micah. It's nice to see you. I want to be an example for the community. I think aggressive flying is awesome. I think it was awesome. All of that like crazy winging it stuff is sick. But the problem is when it happens low. The sport doesn't progress when people aren't sending it. So you have to do it if you want to. But do it up high, do it with reserves. And if you want to do it big, if you want to send it big, go to SIV. That was our motto at SIV, was send it big, because this is your opportunity to do it. Dave Ruff says, I'll stay on my trach and see no more than 50% of my wing on the horizon and scream, I did a loop. And I'll go, ha, he did a wing beside. Got you. That is like, so I think Johnson Q said that to me. I started doing like these little wing overs when I was first starting. And I was like, oh, did you see those wing overs I was doing? And he was like, nice wing besides, dude. I haven't thrown a reserve in battle yet. That's the technical term, a battle reserve. I love that. I saw a bunch of battle reserves thrown at SIV. They work. I was going to throw one just for funsies, and then I forgot to do it at SIV, and Max told me, do it when you need to throw it. Pete Stone says, do you like your van trailer setup? Do you have any plans on changing it? It's fine. It's pretty sweet. I definitely want to get a short bus next year for more space. I want enough solar and batteries to run an air conditioner without a generator. I want a shower and a shitter. And a table to edit at. That is it. Those are my like 3 must-haves in the next setup. Yes, use the term wing beside. And also, let's start using the term seagull formation. That's something we coined last year at Salton Sea. Like when there's a bunch of people flying just in a loose gaggle. Seagull formation. It's hilarious. You went coach bus. I'm not on a coach bus budget. I'm on a used school bus budget, boys. Oh, dude. Hot Cocoa. Your name was, oh my gosh, what was it? I forget your name again, but you'll say it and then I'll be like, dang it, I knew it. But yeah, I drove up next to some dude in a school bus that I knew at Bad Apples. All right, guys, let's shut this one down. It's been a really good time. Dennis, yeah, D. See, I knew it started with a D. Yeah, Dennis. Oh, it's good. I've got a domestic beer taste on a tap water budget. Oh, that's so funny. All right, later, boys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone that was on there. We'll chat soon. Drop me a comment. Follow me on Instagram. Join the friggin' Patreon. Turn out the lights. Party's over.